Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Othree. Welcome back to Platicas. This is Platica number. I forgot the number. Um,
Platica XL
I wasn't ready
40.
for this specific episode just because it's not a regular Platica. Behind the scenes, we decided to start doing kind of like a group within the podcast. We don't have a name yet. We'll probably choose a name by the time this episode comes out. So, just a quick summary: we're gonna talk about Backlash 2024 that just happened. This is the PLE wrestling episode number one, whatever you want to call it. I still don't know the details of it. This was just on the fly. Shout out to my boy Julio. I'm gonna introduce everybody in a real quick second. Um, but yeah, just after every PLE, just expect a fucking Platica episode. My goal was to never have more than two people on the episode, but this is, like I said, this is different, something different, willing to experiment. But other than that, I want to welcome back my boy Julio. I'm gonna let him introduce himself real quick, just in case everybody forgot who he is, and then we'll get to Byron.
See, this is when I wish I had like an outside mic and then I'd get like stupid close and be like, I like turtles. Yeah. We should have just started off with like playing songs to introduce each and single one of us.
Huh? Like a fucking entrance theme and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that should be hard as fuck. Fucking fireworks going off in the room and
Just
shit.
fireworks, just random, really like PlayStation 1 animation going like this.
We all come off with our shirts and shit. We got tights on.
Ah.
I come with the Andre the Giant Big Show fucking one
Oh,
arm
the
fucking
singlet,
the
yeah.
singlet, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just like yeah, casually.
Yeah.
But yeah, Julio, who are you, dog? Like, I mean, as a
Yeah,
wrestling
who are
fan,
you?
who are you, dog?
Oh man. I know there's like terms for it. Like I know there's like the people who are fans of like the main storyline.
A mark?
Or
You're not a mark? Are you a mark?
I think I am a mark. From
Ooh,
my
what?
understanding, I think I might be a mark.
I think we all, hey, if we're recording an episode, I mean a podcast about wrestling, we're marks. I guess we're
Yeah.
fucking marks, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh yeah. But my boy
I think I'm a
Julio,
mark.
he was my second episode on Platica. So if you want to get to know him as a person, he'll be a recurring guest. But this is us talking about wrestling. This
Mhm.
isn't me interviewing just Julio. We have another guest, Byron. Never met him. First time talking to him on camera. So I'm
First
gonna let him
time, yeah.
introduce himself real quick, say what's up, and whatever you want to say about wrestling, dog.
Cool.
The
Yeah.
Moonsault King.
Moonsaki. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
Um, hey, my name is Byron. Um, yeah, I love wrestling. I've been watching it since like, I don't know, I was a kid. I think my first memory of wrestling was like a Kurt Angle steel cage match on SmackDown. That's like what sticks out to me.
God damn,
Trying to
that's
think
Yeah.
of
that's a
you remember who he was
start.
facing?
No, I don't remember. I just remember seeing.
Was he bald already?
Yeah, he was bald. Yeah, it was like after they changed to WWE for sure.
This was like 2002, 2003.
2000, yeah, I want to say 2003. They still had the tail of the tape, you know, where they were like compare. Oh, here's both wrestlers' heights, their
Ah,
weight.
yeah, yeah, I remember
Yeah, they
that.
still had that. Yeah, I don't remember. I'll. It's probably not that hard to find. It was on SmackDown, so
If we could show clips, I would do that. You know, we'll
yeah,
go on YouTube right now and talk
yeah,
about like, oh, this is the specific fight he's talking
yeah.
about.
No,
We're
That's
we're
dope.
about to we're about to put the clip, and it's just you. O3 is gonna hear like a knock on his door, and it's gonna be Triple H just pedigreeing you for using
Yo,
without
I
copyrights.
swear, dog, like just like it's just like fucking Triple H with like the with almost and shit like behind
oh
him.
my God,
Oh, dog, I'll be fucking shitting bricks. I don't give a fuck, dog.
take this DMCA, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, here's a strike from your channel. Boom. Get fucking put through a table, 3D style.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, since you brought up your
Just
first
the
memory of
necklace.
wrestling and shit,
yeah.
Julio, you remember your first memory of wrestling?
Oh man, I think it was like middle school. My friend was trying to like look for it, but we just couldn't find like SmackDown in time. I think that's that. Then like in college, I had a girlfriend at the time, and she was into wrestling, so we just started watching it. I think this was like 2014, 2015. I remember that Roman Reigns was just kind of like starting out.
The Shield?
So that gap from then till now is just like, oh man, like I missed a
A
lot.
lot's changed. A lot's changed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sheamus is chunky. AJ Styles got ridiculously swole.
Hey, they all came back swollen for some weird fucking reason. Now I'm not gonna
Yeah, the
say
different
nothing.
kind of swollen. Yeah.
Randy Orton,
Hey.
AJ Styles,
Yo.
they came back like they ate their previous self. Like it was
Hmm.
insane,
Yeah,
dog.
just protein, like ah.
Just
If I could,
yoked up.
what was the old line? They said their prayers, took their vitamins.
Yep, that's what I
That's
kept
all.
writing in the comments.
That's all it is. Nothing else. You don't gotta worry about nothing else.
They talked to the Rock's person. Now we're not saying shit. We're not accusing anybody. Remember that, all right?
Nope. Nope. Nothing.
Allegedly. What about you,
Allegedly.
Omar? What's your earliest memory of wrestling?
My
Of
favorite,
wrestling?
my earliest memory. Shit, this is like a weird ass. Like maybe it's because I grew up. My older brother
Yeah.
like was what loved was all about wrestling. My older cousins were about wrestling. The toys. But I think I remember one of my first earliest memories I remember was we had cable like in 2000, like maybe the 2000 or 2001, and this was right before WCW died.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Mm.
what I forgot. I think it was cable. I don't know how the fuck it happened, but my brother accidentally bought a pay-per-view. Accidentally, you know? And
Yeah.
I remember it was like a Kevin Nash promo.
Mm.
Like at this point, it wasn't NWO anymore. Like it was like NWO 2000 or some weird shit. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy. Like I remember that, and we got in trouble. I don't even think we watched the
Oh
full pay
no.
per view. Like I was a little
Uh,
kid. But yeah, like, but earliest memories for sure. SmackDown,
yeah.
SmackDown, and The Rock, Stone Cold, and I don't know. This is random. This is weird as fuck, D. I don't know. Do y'all remember this shit? I'm 29. I'm a little older than both of y'all probably,
Yeah.
but
By a year.
Probably
on
like 2 years. Yeah.
and when I was a kid and we come back from church, like on Sundays, they used to have like I don't know what it was, but it was like a SmackDown, but in Spanish. Do you remember this
Mm.
shit?
I know what you're talking about, bro.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Was it like Velocity in Spanish or
It
some shit?
was. It should have been Velocity. Yeah. Yeah. Not only Velocity, but like you'll have like on a random Saturday, they'll do like the Spanish dub of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
I've
yeah, I
seen that.
remember those shits. Yeah,
Yeah. And I'd be like, wait, isn't this supposed to be on Monday? But
but it was
yeah.
like the previous episode. Like
Yeah, yeah, it was the previous taping, you know.
I
Yeah, I
all
remember that, yeah.
I remember was SR Rios was always wrestling in those fucking Spanish. Because he was like a Spanish speaking wrestler at the time. He was a high flyer. I
Yeah.
remember one time The Rock even came out on the Spanish programming, and now we were going crazy. Like, oh shit, it's The
Oh,
Rock! Like it
yeah.
came out in the Spanish SmackDown or whatever the fuck. It's probably
Yeah.
you probably don't remember this shit, huh, Julio?
Oh no, I wasn't there for that. This is me finding out. Like
Yeah,
I
for
didn't know
like
this was a thing.
it was weird. I don't even know how to like. I would have to go look for it,
Yeah.
because it's just kind of hard to explain. You just it's like a random memory that's locked away there. It's locked
Mm.
away there. But
Yeah.
Was the commenting better in Spanish or was it
oh,
better in
bro,
English?
if you remember those Spanish announcers, Byron knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the guys. They changed them. I think one is still there. They changed one like a while back. I don't know what year, but yeah. It's pretty much been the same team, at least same guy for as long as I've been watching, for sure.
There was some dude from Argentina, that
Yeah.
Argentinian dude, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
the real popular one. He had that like reaction voice, like
Yeah, he
that.
was like what, the color commentary?
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
the the famous Spanish announcer, dog, like the
Yeah.
one that everybody recognized. He was this fool from Argentina. He doesn't work there no more. But I think I seen some interviews where he gets interviewed about his time at WWE.
Yeah. I know that occasionally they would like on the PLEs, on the pay-per-views, they would introduce each announce table that would be there. Sometimes it would just be like, oh, welcome in, this is JR and the King. And then next to us is the SmackDown team, like Cole and Taz.
Yeah,
And then if we were lucky, usually it feels like a big pay-per-view like WrestleMania or something. It'd be, oh, on the Spanish announced team, here they are, and they would introduce themselves in Spanish and everything.
I
Yeah.
remember at some point, um, when they started doing the PLEs and they started moving away from pay-per-views and they became like this global brand.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would introduce like 5 to 6 different color commentator teams. They
Yeah.
weren't on the, they weren't around the ring. They would have them like on the side in the cut with the
Yeah,
fans and shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I've
talking about?
seen that. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. I remember one time they introduced like Spanish, German, French, like back to back. Yeah, and they didn't all have their table because yeah, you can only fit what, like two tables right there?
Yeah.
Three maybe.
Yeah, so they
But
have them
yeah.
like in the cut where the fans where the fucking they control
Yeah.
the pyros and all that shit. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
they had them right there, yeah. Yeah, that's
um,
cool.
I don't know how the fuck we got into this shit, but yeah. Another fucking WWE memory. Favorite
Yeah.
wrestler? I'll start. My favorite wrestler of all time, John Cena. Julio.
Oh man. Right now, well, just because starting off right now, I like Jey Uso, but slowly, I hate to admit it, I've started liking Kevin Owens. He secretly snuck his way into my heart.
Hey, he's the fucking legend, dog.
He's great, man. Kevin
Yeah.
Owens is great,
Like
yeah.
I feel like I saw him win a couple of times, and I just feel like he's trying his best. He looks like a giant 12-year-old. And like it's the haircut. But I don't know. Like there's just something that I slowly started liking him. Like,
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the wrestler figure.
The look, yeah.
He doesn't
yeah,
have the
I can
look.
relate to him then. I look like that shirtless too. Is
He's
that what
more
it is?
relatable,
The
yeah.
dad bod, the
The
dad bod
dad
The
bod,
wrestler.
dad
yeah.
bod. The dad bod.
What about you, Byron? What's your favorite wrestler? Who's
Ooh,
your favorite wrestler?
ooh. For going all time, I think The Undertaker for sure.
That's dope.
Is something about it, especially like when I really started getting into it, like '06, '07.
Oh, Prime.
Man, he was. It's funny because well, that was what like his second, third prime,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
this is when he was the leader of the SmackDown locker room, like
Yeah,
king of the fucking
yeah,
world heavyweight
bro. That
champion,
that
SmackDown.
bell
Yeah,
that bell would hit, and there'd be like 20 guys in the
yeah.
ring, and he'd come out, he'd like clear them all out like they were nothing. That the first pay-per-view that I bought or that I saw, I guess, live was WrestleMania 23. So that
Mm.
was right at when he won the Royal Rumble, and
Yes,
he beat Batista for the World
yes.
Heavyweight Championship. That was amazing.
That was one of his best WrestleMania. Because I'm not gonna lie, I love the Undertaker too, but he's had some fucking trash ass
Yeah,
WrestleMania matches.
yeah,
We talk
for
about the
sure.
streak, but a lot of those matches were ass.
Yeah, they
That
were
one was
rough.
dope.
They were rough. Oh, that one was good. Yeah, yeah. That like
I just died. I just died. Yeah, that was garbage. Yo, I
No,
love
they
this guy.
were
He's
fool.
iconic.
it,
Garbage.
it is tough to admit sometimes, but yeah, especially those early manias.
Ooh,
Uh,
the one with Jimmy Snuka was ass.
Yeah, that
The
what was
Jake
that guy
Roberts one.
Giant Gonzalez?
Oh my god, that is like the poster child of worst WrestleManias
Yeah,
matches. Like if you talk about worst WrestleMania matches, that's in the top 10
yeah,
every single time, all the time.
yeah,
You never
yeah,
seen that, Julio? Go back, fool. Go. They're in Vegas, bro. It's fucking crazy, fool. Like how bad this match is.
yeah,
He's
His
dope.
entrance
Oh, is
was
this
dope,
like
but
mhm.
match was ass. Dude,
yeah.
it was like 7'10", fucking can't move. Like it was horrible, dog. It was
Had
fucking.
like a weird muscle suit on
That shit was funny as fuck,
with like the fur like
bro.
on the
Like
chest, the arms.
you have like, I mean, this was before even I was born, but this
Yeah,
was you have if you have Peacock or you have access to any WWE network, I don't know.
Mhm.
Go
yeah,
look up WrestleMania. Go look up. There's probably a playlist. I'm pretty sure
yeah, probably,
WrestleMania.
yeah.
Uh, every WrestleMania opponent the Undertaker has had. Well, that right there, dog, is like top 5 worst WrestleMania fucking matches ever.
It was rough, rough. I think it was WrestleMania 9. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was one of. It was still single digits, dog. Like
Still
that's how
single
you know.
digits. Yeah,
That's how
Mhm.
you know.
yeah,
Was
Yeah,
it WrestleMania?
I was listening to a podcast regarding Vince McMahon, and they were talking about how like they did had like the first one was amazing, top tier, and then I think like after like two or three, then it went downhill for a bit, and like it like all the wrestlers were just really buff, but they got tired really quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
They wouldn't do much afterwards.
I
That makes
mean,
sense.
you look at fools like the Ultimate Warrior, jacked. Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan,
that's the
jacked.
guy that we're talking about. They're like,
Jacked.
All the fools are jacked, dog, like big as fuck. I think even like I mean WrestleMania 3 was dope, because that one to this day, like I think that's when Macho Man faced Steamboat, right? I think it was
Yeah,
WrestleMania
Ricky
3.
Steamboat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was three.
And then Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, obviously. Um, but I think yeah, like after WrestleMania 3, you're right. There were a couple. There was some dark ages of WrestleMania, but
Yeah,
they were the only ones. They were the only show in town, dog. So
yeah.
WCW wasn't as big anymore. Like it was the
Mm.
only like full blown like national.
Yeah, that was still when they started like scooping up all the territories. It
Yeah,
was
this
still
was like
like
a
the
weird time.
yeah. So yeah, pretty much the only show in town.
Yeah, right. Because I think
Yeah.
WCW started getting popular like after '93,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And then we're just saying this shit off of this like mainstream understanding. Like there's levels to it. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, if you're in the South, you're gonna say WCW was popping. We're in LA.
Yeah, we're in
Like the only
LA.
thing we're gonna know is WWE and primetime WCW, and that's even when we were kids or even before we were born type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. John Cena, you said fucking Kevin Owens
Kevin Owens.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Undertaker.
I'll,
All right,
I'll, I'll
Undertaker.
take Kevin Owens.
you say Kevin Owens. All right.
His Yeah, his beef with the Bloodline and Jake Paul are just worth watching every time.
You know
Yeah.
what? I think the thing with Kevin Owens is that he he a lot of his success came towards like the end of Vince McMahon's years when you know what I'm saying? Because there was a weird time a couple years ago when Triple H started taking over, and
Yeah.
there were like a lot of Triple H's guys like from NXT started coming up and they started winning,
Yeah.
but it was still Vince McMahon in control. Like I feel like if Kevin Owens came up now, oh, like he'd be different. He'd be a lot more popular or something.
I think so, yeah.
Like LA Knight.
I just
Probably that level.
yeah, you'd probably be there at LA Knight. LA Knight is different though, because he
Yeah.
did that shit on his because he didn't come from NXT popular like that.
Yeah, no, he was
Mhm.
in TNA.
Yeah, so LA Knight shit was weird. He's one of
Yeah.
those like Zack Ryder, fucking
Zack Ryder,
Kofi,
yeah.
Kofi Kingston, like Daniel Bryan, and he's in that bubble where they just like get over on them with themselves,
Yeah,
like
like
over on
organically.
themselves, organic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was one of those fools that came in through the Indies, went into NXT, ran through fucking everybody, dog, made a name for himself, and then when he came up, he had this reputation,
Yeah.
But if he would have came out, I mean, we're also looking at a different era NXT where it's cool, but it isn't what NXT used to be either. So it's like a weird dynamic and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different. Definitely. There's like peaks and valleys to NXT for sure.
Do you feel like that, Byron? I mean, I don't really follow NXT like that, but
Yeah, I've been getting into NXT. Uh I got into it in what they call the black and gold days.
yeah, yeah. Is
Yeah.
it point one or point two? No, this is point two,
Still
right?
point one, like before the lockdown.
Mm.
I would say the lockdown kind of changed everything for sure. Because there was a period in time, like when I started watching NXT like regularly, it was like 2018, 19. It was, man, especially in comparison to what the main roster was doing,
Oh, bro, yeah.
it was like the
Shinsuke, Finn, right? It was
yeah,
on the sign.
yeah.
Shinsuke,
Shinsuke and
Finn,
Finn were on there.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. You got other guys, newer guys like that's when Ricochet first came out.
Oh yeah, and then
That's
Undisputed Era,
Undisputed.
right?
Oh my God, yeah. That
I think that
was
it was a
yeah,
time.
that was
It
the
was
time. It's such a like a lightning in the bottle kind of thing, especially with them, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso
Bray Wyatt.
Ciampa, stuff
Yeah,
like
Bray
that.
Wyatt.
Yeah. It was crazy, and especially compared to what the main roster was doing, it felt like a breath of fresh air, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was just so, and it was filled with those guys that like Kevin Owens had like proven themselves on the indies, you know?
yeah.
So
Sami
they really,
Zayn, you know, like
yeah,
all these
Sami
fools came
Zayn.
through that shit.
Yeah, they really put on a show in NXT for sure.
You ever get to watch NXT, Julio?
No, no, I haven't yet. Like, I haven't had the chance. I think I've heard Byron talk about it and stuff, and it's just one of those things where it just like it's like a third show, and I've talked to Byron about it that it's crazy that like you can't just pick one because like storylines will start in like SmackDown or Raw, and
Yeah,
then it bleeds into this, and then like it builds up to like a big PL event, and like this is like the peak of it, and then there's like the aftermath that sets up for like the next type of thing, and like I follow those two
yeah.
just because like I want to know what's going on. And then I feel
Yeah.
with like NXT, I just be like, all right, cool. So 5 years from now, this guy's gonna come into SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
pretty
need to
much.
know, and I need to know that this guy from SmackDown made a celebrity guest appearance here, and I'm just gonna look like Charlie from Always Sunny with like the pin being like,
The red.
this is in here because this is here, and then we're gonna go over here and this guy over here.
You got the Rico case board and shit. Like, this is the leader of the faction, and these are the
Yeah,
underlings, and
Yes,
he's in NXT and he's in Raw. Like, it's crazy. No,
yeah.
because there
It's
was I think it was last year, towards the end of last year, when Dominic, after he joined the Judgment Day, he became a champion in NXT.
yeah, yeah. North American champion for like a hot
Cool minute.
second.
Yeah, cool
Yeah,
minute. And then like so the Judgment Day would be in NXT.
yeah. Bro, they
Uh
had that one episode, just like a random ass episode in the middle of last year where like they had Cody Rhodes come on,
oh
the
yeah.
Undertaker.
oh my
Cena.
god,
Undertaker made an appearance. Cena was on there. It was crazy.
It was dope. Like it was crazy. I don't know what the fuck they did it for. I think it was just for a ratings like boost.
Yeah, I think those. Yeah, just ratings.
But it was like random. Like they literally called up the biggest dogs in the fucking two legends. Like the two, like I mean, we mentioned that like John Cena is my favorite, like Byron's favorite is Undertaker.
Undertaker. Yeah,
Like legends came out, and then Cody Rhodes, who's like the face of the company now, made an all-in-one episode, dog.
yeah. It was crazy, bro.
All-in-one episode. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Maybe it was I think it was they were trying to compete something with AEW. AEW was trying to do some shit at the time, and they were just like telling them like, nah, you fools have no chance. It was some weird.
It was something like that. Yeah, I know
But
they won't like to admit it, but yeah, it was competition for sure.
I mean, Triple H did live through the Monday Night Wars, so he gets
Yeah,
it.
he gets it. Yeah.
But yeah, Julio, you are right, dog. Like that is the same. That is the only reason why I can't fully commit to NXT because in my head is like, well, this is the motherfucker that's gonna be champion in 10 years. Like, why the fuck do I care now? You know?
Yeah. No, I
Like
get it.
like Braun Breaker, like, yeah, he's cool and everything, but I'm not gonna watch NXT for him. I'm gonna wait till a year and a half from now.
Yeah. Yeah, a year and a half seems about right.
A year and a
Yeah.
half a year, maybe they start, if we start getting injured. Hope they don't, but
Yeah.
some crazy shit happens. But
nothing would.
yeah, fool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the fool that's gonna carry. He's only like in his 20s. He's not gonna be
Yeah.
at Cody's level for another 7 years, probably.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time for sure.
I mean, he should just say fuck it and take over his family name and just be like, oh, I'm a Steiner.
Yeah.
It would fucking speed up his shit. Like he'd be champion within a year. Like it would be crazy.
Yeah, I
But
don't think a lot of people still realize that he's a Steiner. Yeah.
just they say it and they mention it, but they
Yeah.
don't get it. They don't
Yeah, they don't.
understand who his dad was or whose dad is or his
Or his uncle.
deal,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can't fully commit to NXT.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Can you explain who the Steiners are for the viewers that don't know?
Yeah, they were the Steiner brothers back in what was it, the 80s? I want to say
Yeah, like mid to late
mid
80s,
80s,
all
then
the
into the
90s.
90s. Yeah. Big tag team, big dudes, just like everyone else in that era. And then Scott Steiner,
Became
had
Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump, had that infamous promo on TNA, the Steiner Math promo.
Yeah, so he left. He separated from his brother tag team. He joined the NWO,
That's right. Yeah.
dyed his hair fucking blonde, cut his hair, dyed his hair blonde, started letting out his goatee right now, and he started fucking doing steroids. And so
Yeah.
he became this fucking maniac style, like this maniacs who just running around WCW, just saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say. This was like 98, 99. Like
Yeah.
he was at the peak of his fucking, he was just talking shit to everybody. He would come out with this like metal, what I don't even know how to call it. It was like a hoodie. It was
It
not
was
even a
like,
hoodie. It's like a fucking a
Is it
hat.
like the chainmail?
Some shit like. You
chainmail.
remember what that
Yeah.
is? You know what I'm talking about? Like
You've probably seen
Yeah,
him
I feel
before,
like I've seen a
Julio.
photo.
he would do
Yeah, I've
push-ups
probably
in
seen
the
a
middle of the
photo.
ring and shit.
He would have that chainmail, and he had these like slim sort of sunglasses, and he had the goatee, jacked as all hell.
Just doing
That is
fucking
that is such a wild fit too.
no, and so that's his deal. And his dad, they used to call him something, I forgot, they called him gremlin dog or dog, something like that, ugly faced dog or some shit like that. But he would bark. His dad would bark.
Yeah.
So if you ever see why, Braun Breaker starts barking or why the crowd starts barking is
Mhm.
because of his dad.
He got crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but see, like if everybody knew that, I I I think they're still trying to save him so he could improve a little bit more in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he could do, I mean,
And
he
then
could do
just like
major
eventually
things.
lead up to it.
He could do major things just because of family lineage, and he's actually a fucking crazy ass athlete.
He's crazy, bro. I mean, you've probably seen Julio, those clips of like Stand and Deliver last month where he shifted the ring because he was running the ropes so fast.
Yeah, that's the one you sent in the group chat, right? Like
Yeah.
he just ran the whole ring, just shifted to that one
Yeah,
It's
that's
side.
like
him.
boom.
That's him. Fool.
That's
Like
him.
That's insane.
it,
Yeah.
he's just a fucking monster, dog. But other than that, I don't really know. I mean, they just called up what's his name, the short fool,
Carmelo Hayes,
Carmelo
right?
Hayes. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
just called him up, and they're calling him like one of the future fucking faces of the company,
Yeah.
right?
And
Trick
that was a wild
Williams.
introduction too to SmackDown.
Yeah,
Just straight up first episode, he just got drafted. I literally fight Cody Rhodes.
I
bro.
love
See,
it.
shit
Yeah.
like that. Shit like that. Trick Williams. Obviously that's what everybody says. Whoop that trick. Whoop
Yeah.
that trick. So there's. I'm not saying that there's not like potential there. It's just like these are where these fools make their names for themselves. Obviously, like
Yeah.
um, I'm trying to think of who went up to the main roster and just like dominated. Not because some fools they come up from NXT, valen verga, dog.
Yeah.
Like Finn Balor, dog. Like he got drafted and he was red hot. First night he won the title against Seth Rollins, injured his
Yeah.
shoulder,
Got injured, man.
and now
Hasn't
look at
been the
him.
same. Has not been the same since.
Look at him now. I don't
And it's
think
crazy because
has
you
he
think
won a
about
title?
Tag team,
Intercontinental a
right?
couple
Well, so
times.
he hasn't won the world title back, huh?
No, he's won Intercontinental a couple times, I think, and the tag titles, but no world title yet. Yeah, it's crazy.
Samoa Joe too, like he was red hot. NXT came up to the main roster, had his beefs with Brock Lesnar and all these fools, but nada. Like
No, yeah,
I'm trying to think,
it's
like it's
tough.
hot. Like the only one I could think of is Sammy and Kevin Owens, and obviously the Shield. Fool, but that thing, the Shield was a little bit even before the Black and Gold.
Yeah, it was still
The FCW,
what was it
like
called?
it was still NXT when they were still developmental.
Yeah, yeah, Florida Championship Wrestling, right?
Yeah, so it was still like FCW NXT days. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of who came up from NXT and just straight up fucking
it's hard to say. The
the
only
Wyatts.
Wyatts maybe the Wyatts were that weird time because that's when
The Shield was there
NXT
too.
was NXT was like that sort
Forming?
of reality show thing, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah,
those
yeah.
first few years. I and I want to say Shinsuke, but because he won the Rumble, but he
Yeah,
didn't win the championship at
yeah
WrestleMania.
he hasn't done shit. Like
No.
I think
He's
So
just a
Kevin
punching
Owens
bag
is
for
probably
everyone.
like I think Kevin Owens is the only I think the only one that's been able to translate his success major like
Yeah, because he won the Universal title, and he held it for a decent amount of time, from what I remember.
I feel like at this point there's
But
NXT's been here so long it's almost it's getting to the point where it's hard to remember stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Final question before we get into Backlash,
for
because I
sure.
know I experienced this after WrestleMania, and it's like wrestling burnout
Mm.
Mm.
because of the road to WrestleMania. The year starts, boom, promos, everything loading up for Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Royal Rumble happens, intense. Royal Rumble Backlash, everybody setting up for Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber happens. Now we're setting up for WrestleMania.
yeah.
WrestleMania, 2 nights now, dog. Like,
2 nights. Yeah,
now
it's
it's two
crazy.
nights and like fucking promos are like a month and a half, like to build up. Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I was excited for Backlash, but I think like it's been happening years recently where I do experience wrestling burnout, and it only happens during this time. I don't know if you fools go through that shit. Do you go through that shit, Julio?
I think I experienced it with this one, where I felt like some of the fights just were going on way too long. Where like, the regular show, like at least I see it slimmed down in Hulu because I know they cut it up. But
Yeah.
I felt like some of these fights are just kind of going on for a second. It's just like one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, this is going on. All right, cool. Let me quickly look at my phone, and next thing you know, I'm focused on my phone, and then I look back up, and they're still running around, just like, and I'm just like, God damn, how long is this script?
They're kicking off of their second finisher. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did the exact same shit. I try not to look at my phone, but
yeah.
it was hard. I had to break it up, the replay, into three
Mm,
parts. I just couldn't. It was hard, but
I get that. Yeah.
I'll be I'll be ready for the end of the month for King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, that should be fun.
What about you, Byron? Do you experience at any point wrestling burnout?
I usually I do. Yeah. And it's usually like you said, right after WrestleMania, it's just so much build up and then okay,
Now
I
you got
need
to
a
start from
breather.
scratch again.
And yeah, start from scratch. I need to catch my breath a bit. But for some reason this year, I'm still it's still hot for me. I'm not slowing down. And I think I don't know why it is. I mean, it was WrestleMania this year was incredible for sure.
Top five.
Top 5. And the build up was solid and it was I mean the stuff with The Rock and everything and Drew McIntyre that was like super entertaining every week, I think. And I don't know why. I'm still retaining that like excitement. Like I was super pumped for Backlash and I saw it, I was like, fuck yeah, man, like this shit's great. In past years, yeah, I've gotten burnt out pretty quickly after WrestleMania, but something about this year, I don't know if it's the new era,
Because Roman isn't champion anymore. Maybe.
maybe. I'm a big
No,
Roman
your
fan, to
guys are
be honest.
forgetting. You're forgetting something that's important.
Mm,
WrestleMania was great and all, but it was missing something that Backlash had.
Oh,
And
do
if I
not say
look at my
Tiffany.
watch, I see what, yeah, exactly
Do not
what I'm
say
building up
Tiffy
to.
time,
It
dog.
was Tiffy time.
Do not say
There
Tiffy
wasn't any
time.
Tiffy time at WrestleMania. The Backlash had. Thank you, girl.
Oh my god, dog. I knew exactly where you were gonna go to. I seen that shit a mile away, dog. Tiffy
No, like
time.
no, but honestly, like yeah, she's attractive and everything, but like her and Ricochet is like I stop what I'm doing, like I'll put my phone away because like the athleticism and all the stuff they do is just like I don't know what to expect. Like I
yeah.
just see Ricochet fly up 20 feet in the air and like dolphin dive, do like 5 flips, and then land on the guy's neck.
Do some crazy
And then
shit. No, yeah, Ricochet
yeah,
is a
and then
must
like
watch.
oh yes, he's amazing. And then like she did it in Backlash, and she did it I think during I think it was like Raw or SmackDown, but she did it this week or last week. that she started doing like the slam thing where she kind of like cartwheels with the person,
Yeah, the
flips it, and
Alabama
then just
Slam.
slams
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that I saw it and I was like,
That's dope.
let me
it's
rewind
dope.
real quick. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No
what?
one. It's because not a lot of people do Alabama Slam anymore. So it's cool that she's bringing it back, especially with that cartwheel thing that she does. It's sick
Yeah, she
for
has her
sure.
own thing from like her gymnastic background, and it's
Yeah,
just super entertaining to watch.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's cool.
yeah, my boy, for sure, dog. I know you watch for something else, homie.
Oh man.
I love that you have to turn off the camera. No, like I think it's like no, it's just legitimately interesting to watch. You know, like the flips and stuff is really cool.
No,
Yeah,
we get it. We respect all wrestlers here,
We respect
and
women,
we respect all wrestlers on this fucking
our
podcast.
wrestlers, exactly.
But yes, that is a dope move. Like it's crazy. When I seen
yeah,
that show, like that's interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, because it adds another element to like a move that, like you said, nobody really does it anymore now that Hardcore Holly has been gone for fucking forever.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and so like when I seen that shit, I was like, hmm, that's dope. I like seeing
yeah.
new shit like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun
I
to see
think
new shit.
one thing I'll say, like that came into my mind about the whole burnout thing. I think maybe one of the reasons why I haven't had burnout this year is because like top to bottom with WrestleMania, I was pleased, if not like really happy with the outcomes, you know?
Mm.
Whereas in past years, like it was like, man, something like it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. Oh, they should have done this, should have done that. Or some matches just fall flat. And not every match on WrestleMania was amazing, but I think overall it was great, and I didn't feel that like ugh sort of sort of feeling.
I didn't really feel it too much. I did feel it. I'm not gonna take back my statement, but
Hmm.
I feel like if it was a Uso rematch, if Roman was still there, I would have been like, fuck this pay-per-view. I'm not watching it. You know, because the
I
Usos
know what you
match
mean.
at WrestleMania was sucking garbage, dog. Like if the
Yeah.
Street Profits and the whatever the fuck they call themselves, um,
Mm.
did a
Mm.
rematch, I would have been like, fuck this shit. Like, you know, it wasn't
Yeah.
it was a backlash, but it wasn't really like any rematches in there, you know, besides
Yeah,
like
it's
the Jade
interesting.
Cargo and like the Kabuki Warriors. That was kind of like a rematch, not really, sort of. So a lot of that shit was fresh, you know. A
Yeah.
lot of that shit was fresh. So it did keep me interested in the PP in the PLE. I was still gonna call them pay per views for some weird reason.
Yeah, it's hard to not say pay-per-view.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
but let's get into a fucking backlash.
for sure.
Um, I'm gonna be honest straight up from the bat. This is a real honesty, top to bottom. I'm not one of those fools that watches Raw and SmackDown like from minute one. Here you go, turning off my camera. From minute one to the last minute. I'm mostly like I don't have time, so I have to watch a lot of the highlights. Um, I'm a big like I have to watch the build up promos to
Yeah.
understand a lot of the shit that I missed. Now for this PLE, I didn't really have time because of the burnout to get interested in what was going on. Just a little bit here and there. Like I understood like why AJ Styles got to fight, wrestle Cody Rhodes. I understood, you know, certain things.
Yeah.
But just like that, did you watch every Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, Julio, leading up to Backlash?
Mm. I saw most of them. I think this last SmackDown I kind of like slacked it a little bit, and I was like in the middle of like watching it. I think I saw maybe like the first fight, and then like I started doing stuff around the house, and then like Byron's like, "Yo, like France is popping," and I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
man!" Like I'm out here like sweeping the house. I'm on Mr. Clean type of vibe, and I'm like, "Oh man!" Like let me sit down and start watching.
I I would talk. We'll come back to the crowd, dog. But yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Byron? Like, did you watch every SmackDown and Raw leading up to
Yeah.
Backlash?
I tried to. There's probably one or two I missed, and interestingly enough, sometimes I'll like since I usually watch it on Hulu like the day after. Um, I'll like skip some stuff here and there that doesn't really interest me. I'll pay attention, like you said, to those build up promos and everything. But sometimes there's some stuff in there that it's like, all right, I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, yeah, I kept up with the what was it like 3 4 weeks of build up, something like that.
I think to me, one of the biggest things out of this whole WWE Netflix deal is that for me it'd be easier to watch everything
Hmm.
on Netflix.
Yeah,
Because obviously they're gonna. I believe it's gonna be both SmackDown and Raw, right? On Netflix. I don't really know.
I'm not too sure.
It might just be Raw, but right.
I
I
think
don't.
SmackDown. I think Fox might still have the rights to SmackDown,
It would be
the
easier to
TV
keep
deal.
track.
Yeah,
But I'm more interested in see how it'd be easier, at least for the watcher, as a casual viewer,
yeah,
how this deal affects, positively affects. Maybe there's some negatives to it. I don't know, but I believe that it's gonna make it easier to stay on track with everything because, like you said, there are certain things I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like
yeah,
some of those backstage segments, some certain shit, I don't give a fuck. There's certain matches that they're dope, but they don't set up like 2, 3 pay-per-views or from now. You know what I'm saying? Like rivalry start that they're not gonna get settled to Clash at the Castle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah,
and
yeah.
so it's weird. It's weird booking. Obviously, that's 5 hours of wrestling. If you want to watch NXT, that's what 2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, right?
I think it's 2 or an hour and a half.
So we're thinking 2 hours. We're thinking
Well, seven
almost
hours in total.
a week of fun.
Uh,
That is a lot of wrestling.
it is a lot of wrestling. Yeah,
Man, that's
yeah,
crazy. Hey, Hulu, you said you watch it on Hulu, right? Byron, you said you watch it on Hulu too?
yeah.
Do
Usually I
they,
watch it on Hulu.
Hulu, you said that they cut off, them, they trim it as much as possible?
Yeah, I've heard that they trim it. I've heard that they do cut some stuff down from like the regular streaming to that. Um, I think the replay. I think I've heard that some of the replays from like the PLs are actually trimmed down on Peacock as well, right, Byron?
I've heard that too. I don't know if it's true, but
I don't think
um,
they are.
maybe like
Because and
edited here and there, like if the crowd is too loud with like a bullshit chant or something. But I
or
think for the most part they'll keep the PLEs intact, like full length.
yeah,
Yeah, if you're gonna watch a replay,
I
do it like right away. Like don't
Yeah,
wait, don't wait like a month, 2 months, because maybe they do. I don't know. We got to look that shit up.
yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I don't know the specifics.
also I don't think they should like censor the PLs. Like I feel like they should just kind of leave it like that at that point. It's just like a special viewing and just give it a rated M. Just because I thought it would be funny that I think it was like 2 events ago where Dom was walking and like a whole crowd was like apparently flicking him off in Australia or something.
Oh yeah.
And they just like that's why like when you watch it, there's like a random like it's just blank for a second, or like they're focused on anything else, or I forget
Yeah,
what it is, but they
It's
cut
like
to
a
something
random
else instead
pan
of
in
like
the audience and shit, like in the
yeah,
bleachers area.
yeah. And it's just like for way too long, and it's because they're all like flicking off Dom.
Oh, at Elimination Chamber, right?
I think it might have been that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they were in Australia for that.
yeah,
Was it elimination? Yeah, it was Elimination
yeah.
Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's just like I heard about it and I'm like, no way. And then I went to go look it up to watch it for myself. And then I just saw that like awkward moment right as they're like introducing him, and I hear the boo,
Whoa,
and then it just cuts.
the comparison.
But
I know, but I know what you're talking about, dog, because they do that. I do notice that
yeah.
they do that sometimes, where it's like maybe somebody had an offensive sign or somebody said something
Hmm.
stupid, and there's just like a random pan to like
Yeah,
random ass like part of the fucking the arena and shit. I'm just like, where the fuck is this part of the show? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, what they're doing up there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
show me the wrestlers.
yeah,
That's that's something worth. I might have to look into that shit. That is interesting. Um, but let's get into the matches.
yeah.
Let's get the matches here. Backlash. May 4th, 2024, Lyon, France. First time they were in France, they kept repeating that shit. Or first time they were
For a PLE, I
for a
believe.
PLE.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch SmackDown, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I heard the crowd. The
Right.
first match was the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga with Paul Heyman versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. PLE starts. I'm telling you, no kickoff, nothing. Just straight came home, raw dog that shit, dog. Just press play. Fucking boom. Kevin Owens, bro, they're going insane, dog. The crowd is going fucking insane. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I watching, bro? Like going crazy, dog. They're fucking rowdy, and I'm like, okay, I love this shit. You know, this is what this set the tone for the rest of the
Yeah.
PLE.
Yeah.
Randy Orton comes out. What you gonna say? You gonna say something?
Yeah, there's a moment where the commentators are talking to each other, and I think Graves tells the main commentator, he's like, "I'm gonna be honest with you, I've only been able to understand every third word that you're saying," and it's true because like something would happen and the crowd's just singing or like chanting anything, and it's just they're just hype, like they're up here,
Bro, like
Yeah.
it
they're
was
like way up here.
their rowdy level was not gonna lie to dog. Like that might have been one of the craziest crowds, like one of the rowdiest PLEs that I've ever seen. And it wasn't like a disrespectful rowdy, like it was, I don't know what the fuck they were saying in French, but it just like it was just beautiful to see that shit and to see that like right from the jump, dog. I was like, okay, all right, for sure.
Yeah.
Randy comes out, Bloodline comes out. Any moments in their entrances before we get into the actual match you want to point out?
I mean, the crowd singing along to every word of
Yes.
Randy's entrance. Man, like I mean, like you're saying, from the jump, you knew you were in for something great.
Yeah,
Because the crowd just like that's why I told Julio like early in the morning, man, this France crowd is hot. Because man, like
it was wild. It was
wild.
some rowdy shit. It was some fucking rowdy shit. Because American crowds, they don't sing to all the lyrics. They sing to certain parts.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even get a reaction, but everybody got a reaction, dog.
Yeah.
Everything. So I thought it was dope. Was it announced? I don't know. Was it announced as a street fight from the beginning, or was it gonna be a regular tag team
It was
match?
gonna be a regular fight.
It was gonna be a regular fight, and all this came in because they just started. They just
started swinging at each other.
It was chaos and everything, and he was like, "Fuck it, man! You guys want a street fight? We'll make it a street fight."
Yeah, because even like in the SmackDown, I think they were gonna fight in SmackDown, and like it just cuts to them backstage, just running each other's face, just hands being thrown, thrown around. So for this match, like they introduced him and everything. I don't even think they finished like saying everyone's name when they got on the stage, and they were just like wailing on each other, like full set.
On site, dog. It was on site.
On site.
Then when I seen the
That's
referees
the truest
and
of beef.
security guards come on, I was like, what the fuck is this tag team match? Like, what the fuck?
The security guards start catching fades too.
I know, stunners to everybody.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, all right. And then he turned into street fight. I was like, all right, for sure. I thought the actual match. Yeah, I mean, they could have just. I mean, it was a cool like moment to change it from regular to into a street fight. Good pop, and you know, you get a good pop out of it.
Pop. Yeah.
I thought the actual match was decent. I thought it was pretty dope. I've never got to see Tama Tonga wrestle. I thought for his first time. I mean, it wasn't a wrestling match, dog. It was a fucking
no.
It was a fucking putazos left and right. This shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's 3 a.m. outside of the nightclub.
Yeah, literally. Like it was just nonstop. More punches than anything. Yeah.
It's a regular midnight at any Waffle House.
It was
and I think you had mentioned that fighter that they bring out, the Tonga guy. Like I had texted you, like they brought out this guy, and you're like, no, there's another guy they're bringing. Trust. That's all I can tell you right now. And I'm like, damn, what does he know? What does he know?
There's just so many of them, dog. Like it's crazy. I thought it was over, dog. I thought this shit was over. Now we have Bloodline 2.0, my boy. Like it's insane. It's dope. Shout out to
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
yeah, I'm
dope.
not
Cowboys.
complaining. Yo, this is wild. Like that new guy, well, like the old guy now that's fighting with Sokoa. That guy's a menace. He's got Black Air Force energy.
Yes, they both of them. I think they're brothers. And we'll get to the end of the match, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what about you, Byron? What you think of the match?
I thought it was great. Yeah, like you said, it wasn't really a wrestling match, but it was like to start off the show, it was perfect, I think.
Yeah, it was dope.
It really got the crowd going. There were some really good spots in there too. And like that what was that move that Kevin busted out, the brain buster.
Oh,
The
bro,
brain
that shit was
buster on the
dope.
chairs. Yeah.
That was dope. I think that was the best spot in the match.
Yeah.
I mean, when he started setting, I was like, why the fuck are they putting so many chairs in the ring
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Then when he started setting it up, I was like, okay, this is about to be crazy. I thought he was gonna do like a swanton while what's his
While he
face?
was laying on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, who was laying on there? Was
Um
it Tama?
yeah, it was Tamatanga. Yeah, yeah.
When Tama was laying on it, I thought he was gonna lay on it, and then Kevin was gonna do a swanton. So when he did the fucking brain buster, I was like,
Brain
"Oh, this
buster.
shit is wild, dog." I was like, "Yeah, this shit is the one."
Yeah, it was great. And I think it was the right result as well.
Yeah,
Cuz I feel like um
Randy and Kevin don't get anything from winning.
yeah, no. And I feel like there's been a lot lately of where, yeah, those like inexperienced tag teams that they still win. And it's usually because they're the good guys and everything. And it's because they're, it's a good pop. But sometimes it doesn't make sense that the tag champs don't win, or this stable that's been together and meshing for a long time, that they don't win. And I think it was good. I mean, obviously that introduction of Tangaloa was pretty good.
Yeah,
I think it was in overall good match, good story.
yeah. Like I said, we're not gonna
I
be no Dave Meltzer. We're not gonna rank them. We're not gonna give them
Yeah,
5 stars,
no,
whatever the fuck.
no,
Simple. We liked it or not? Were you gonna
yeah,
say something, Julio?
Yeah, something I like about that pairing of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens is that it feels like at any moment they're just gonna like give up fighting the other team and just fight each other. Like the minute that I saw that like Randy was looking for things to beat them up with, and they were both just jumping Kevin Owens, and he's just on the floor,
yeah.
like
That's right.
Tonga had him like on a lock, and I just see Sikoa was like slamming him, just beat him up, and Randy's just kind of like,
Yeah.
and then like I think Randy did like an RKO where like they hit him in the back and he's just like MIA for a solid minute and then just shows up out of nowhere. Like he does something and then he's just there like my back.
Bro, like I think the spot you're talking about is when they're in the crowd, no?
Yeah, when they go
Yeah.
And then Randy
and it's
comes.
just one of those things that I'm like, what?
Where
Stop!
the fuck are you going, bro? They're
Your
in the
man
crowd.
is here. Your man is here.
He's like, I forget who said. I think it was Cole. Was like, I think he's looking for Tamatonga.
Yeah, he was
And
looking
then
for Tamatanga.
Then they pan to the second camera. And it's like, Tamatonga's over there.
He has him on the lock.
I was like, what the fuck? Where's Randy going and shit? He literally, he spun the fucking ring for a hole twice. Like, I was like, what are you doing, bro? But yeah, they do have some funny moments. It was a funny moment. But I think they're setting up the bloodline. I don't know if it's gonna end because it has to end someday. It
Yeah.
might end in SummerSlam. I still think that they're gonna save The Rock versus Roman for next year. Right? It's in Vegas. Right?
Vegas, yeah.
WrestleMania 41 is in Vegas. They just announced it. I still think that it's gonna happen. And I don't know if it's gonna be for the title. I hope it's not. But whatever they're setting up now is gonna be fucking because it's gonna pay off in the long run. Yes, the inexperienced team did win, but I don't fucking.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them win and keep setting up the what I don't know if you fools watch like what is it, NJPW? What is it? The New Japan Pro
Oh, New
Wrestling,
Japan? Yeah, New Japan Pro
where the
Wrestling, yeah.
brother, I forgot what they were called. It was the Soldiers of God or some shit like that.
Uh, Gorillas of
Gorillas of Destiny or something like that.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Gorillas of Destiny.
Gorillas
Yeah.
of Destiny, right? And
Yeah.
so these are brothers. They're Tongan. They're not Samoan,
Yeah, they're
right?
Tongan, yeah.
But they're like Polynesian connection with the Samoans or some shit like that,
Yeah, I
and they're
think
all
the
related somehow.
connection, I think they mentioned, I don't know if they explicitly mentioned it on TV, but their dad, Haku, is, I'm pretty sure The Rock has said like he considers him like his uncle. So it's one of those things where it's like just like how The Rock's family was brought in via that like uh
The blood
that
oath.
oath, the blood
Yeah.
oath. It's kind of like that. They're not actually family
Related.
by like blood, but it's like a yeah, like a spiritual thing. Yeah. I
And so
think it's the same way.
yeah, I think they're related. We're gonna say related,
Yeah.
not
For
by
the sake of
blood,
the story, they're
but
related.
they're family. And
Yeah.
so I thought they
It's
won.
that family member that's just like a family friend, but you might as well be your uncle.
Yeah, I thought
Dice
Yeah.
de carne asada.
yeah,
That's what it
random
is.
Theo and shit. Oh, this your Theo, whatever.
Yeah, you
Who?
you ask
You're
your
like,
mom, yo, who's like what side?
oh,
Who's
that's
who
just a family
who's this
friend.
mom? Yeah.
You grow up
It's
your
your
whole life thinking
abuelo's
like, oh, yes,
best
my Theo.
friend's
Like,
like
That's my
son.
why do I call him my Theo if their last names are different or they're not even from the same part of fucking Mexico and shit. Like,
He doesn't even look like us.
like how's your Theo? Like when we're Mexican and this dude is Guatemalan, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it'd be some shit like that. So
Yeah.
I thought they won pretty dope.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next for them, but interesting to see. Any ideas? Any guesses?
Um, yeah, it'll be
I
interesting. I think I'm interested to see. I think a lot of people are waiting for if they're gonna announce or introduce Jacob Fatu, their cousin.
Zilla? What's it? What they call him? Zilla Fatu? And
Zilla Fatu, I think is his name. Yeah,
yeah,
because they
Umaga
said,
son.
yeah, is he? Yeah, yeah, Umaga-san. Yeah, yeah, cousins to the Usos. Because I mean, it takes some time, as we've seen before with these signings. You gotta get them, even if they're super experienced people. WWE has their own style,
They
and
do have their own style.
they gotta get everyone up to speed in that style. That's why it took Jade a while to finally be on TV.
But
Start doing
even
matches.
like we haven't even seen him, right? That
No,
he hasn't
no,
wrestled
they
in NXT, but he got signed a month ago.
yeah, he got signed a month ago, and I don't even think they've mentioned his name on TV. Yeah, it was just like, oh, the reports, they signed him.
It was like a low key signing this shit. Like, hey,
Yeah,
my boy, we got signed, but we're not gonna say shit.
yeah,
So
yeah, something like that. So
it's cool.
I think there's still a lot of story to tell. It'd be interesting. SummerSlam is probably going to be a big thing for them, or maybe even Survivor Series. We'll see.
What about you, Julio? You got any guesses as to what's next with the Bloodline, or just with Randy and KO?
They'll figure something out. They gotta win something. They gotta win something, whether on purpose or accidentally. I feel it. Um,
Also, you thinking they're gonna stay as a tag team?
yeah, it's that dysfunctional couple from like high school that would like constantly argue, but they're still together. That's what I feel like they're gonna be, and they're gonna somehow like win a tag team championship for some reason, um,
And then
just for comedic purposes.
but you don't know who's gonna turn on who because they both have a history of turning
Turning
back,
on people.
turning on their back on people, right? Obviously,
That's
Randy
true.
Orton is a snake,
Yeah.
the apex predator. But even with Kevin Owens, it reminds me of like the whole Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho thing
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
couple years ago, where it was the same shit. Good fucking friendship, almost like happen out of nowhere, and then just boom, Kevin Owens turns his back on Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
So who knows who they might? I think they will stay as a tag team for a bit. I still think they're gonna continue beefing it with the Bloodline. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
over just because they just introduced Tongaloa.
Yeah, like it wasn't a clean win, I
Yeah,
guess you
so
could
I
call it.
think they're gonna keep fighting. But in
Yeah.
terms of titles, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna win.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Second match, Bailey defeats Naomi and Tiffy Time. Tiffany Stratton.
Sorry, Julio.
Or no, or before we move that, the first match was 19 minutes. Second match, Bailey, she's the champion. Same thing, crowd. Insane when Bailey comes out.
Yeah.
All three of them, they're all going crazy. But when Bailey comes out, obviously, like it's a
Yeah.
fucking different environment.
Yeah.
She still has that one chat, "Would you be my girl?" Like everybody just singing
Yeah, yeah.
crazy
They were
shit. Like
chanting
I'm
that,
like,
yeah.
yo, like Bailey's the one. But what y'all think of that match? Julio, would you I know you're a big Bailey fan. I'm a big
Tiffy
Bailey
time.
fan too, you know, but
Yeah.
you're also a big Tiffany Stratton. So I'll
Tiffy.
let you go first.
All right, we gotta let Bird start off next one.
All right.
No, I thought it was really good. Naomi and Tiffany are definitely still proving themselves in like the bigger leagues. And it's been great to see like Naomi kind of getting involved with the whole Boogie Warriors thing, Kabuki Warrior thing. Um,
Yeah.
and that kind of built up to that like 3-on-3 fight. And I think that was great. Um, I love how obnoxious and like out there and like the brightest color, the light up thing.
Yeah.
It's great. Um,
The glow,
and
what do
The
they call
glow.
her?
like yeah,
The glam?
I'm a
What is it?
fan.
I
I'm a
forget what
fan.
it is.
Glow,
I
yeah.
think it is
The
good.
glow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan. She's great. Obviously, Bailey's a great fighter, and then we all know I'm very biased with like Tiffy. She's entertaining and like all that super like conceited aspect, and then she goes and like does the car wheel and like all this like crazy stuff to me is great to watch. One of my highlights was just the strength that Naomi has, where she did the splits on like the top rope, the split.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
forget what it's called.
into the moonsault, you mean?
Yeah, the splits of like
Yeah.
the strength, because like her like if I remember correctly, it's like her thigh like at that point like on the rope, and she like pushes down to flip like that.
Yeah.
Like I looked at that and I felt like my ACLs blew out just looking at that.
Yeah.
I was looking for like crutches at that point. I'm just like
Yeah, man.
my knees could never.
You know, there's a fact that I learned that apparently like these ropes hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
No,
heard that
I
too.
imagine.
Like these ropes hurt. Like to be able to do that, dog. Like to do the splits like that. Like full force, dog. To
Full
just
force.
jump, do splits, and then do the moonsault like that. You know, I feel like that's one of those moves where you like that's now that I know that about the ropes, it makes me look at people like Naomi who do shit like that, who
Yeah.
use their ropes as a almost like a fucking prop. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot more respect, because like it hurts. Because one thing is running on the ropes, which is natural, but
Yeah.
to do like a move using the ropes, that's dope.
It's cool.
But yeah, that was a pretty cool highlight. I think for me, obviously the Alabama slams on the tables outside. We're real weird because it's not a regular table, so she did
Yeah.
struggle to slam them, but it was still dope to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be able to see like that, because they're like weird tables. They're not like the brown tables that they set up.
Yeah, they don't break away as easily.
But it was dope.
Even for the men, it's tough to break them
Yeah.
sometimes.
What about you,
Yeah.
Byron? What was your highlight?
Um, yeah, that like springboard moonsault was pretty great. I think I just loved seeing Naomi get like a little bit of her shine, Like no pun intended. Cause she's been
She's glowing, dog.
she's glowing. She's glowing. Nah, but it's sick because she's been champ before. She's been world women's champ before she left the company. Well, I think she was champion a couple times in like 2017 time. And it's great to see that she can still roll with the punches. She belongs like on that championship match level.
She's a
you
main
know?
event women. You know, she's a main
Main
event
event,
women. Yeah.
yeah. Because I think that's one of the things that I was for sure wondering when she came back to WWE from TNA because
Is
she
it
had
the
just
Punisher?
yeah, and she had just lost the TNA championship. So I was like, okay, well she's proven herself outside, so she's like legitimate. It's not like okay, we'll see where it goes. So I think it was a great showcase for her, great showcase for Tiffany as well. She's also like proving herself that yeah she can yeah Tiffy time. That she can roll with the best of them. That like cockiness it fits her so well. Um, and yeah, Bailey being the champ makes sense. You know, we should be getting a good title reign out of her. And yeah, those Alabama slams are great. It's great to see them again for
M-
sure. It's
The
always
only
cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it's always cool when like when I see newer wrestlers like busting out those older moves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like if, like some throwback shit.
throwbacks. Yeah,
Like, 'cause Alabama Slam is a cool move. Like, it's not one of those moves that should just be forgotten. It's like it's dope that other wrestlers have used it, and now
yeah.
that's her finisher, right? I have never really seen it.
I think it's just a setup move
Okay.
because her finisher is still the that moonsault that she does.
The world's
She
prettiest
like,
moonsault.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, the one then when she goes from rope to rope,
yeah, up the ropes and then yeah,
that was dope. It was crazy how when she missed and she did the whole roll back and
yeah.
it set up the finish and shit. Um,
Is
the
your
Oh
actual
yeah,
knuckles
finish.
trying to tell
the
you?
1D, the 1D. They hit the 1D out of
Oh, bro, that
nowhere.
was dope. Though that was dope too. I was
That
like,
was sick.
yo, I was like, are we watching the Dudley Boys right now, real
Yeah,
quick and shit? What the fuck is going on?
yeah. But it
I
makes
thought,
sense. I think they. Sorry, I think they pointed it out on commentary. Oh, Naomi knows a thing or two about the 1D because
oh, bro,
her
yo,
husband
I heard that shit. Yeah,
her husband's the Jimmy, so
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. So that's where they got it from. I was like,
Yeah.
why the fuck did Michael Cole say that shit? Why is it
Yeah.
1D fucking? It's like, I was like, why do you mention that shit? And I
Yeah.
forget. Because I forget because I was like, is she married to Jimmy or is she married to Jay?
Yeah, to Jimmy, yeah.
Other than that, I still think Bailey winning was the right move. I don't know. I thought that was one of those matches that deserved a rematch from WrestleMania. I don't know what happened to
Oh,
Io Sky. Maybe she's injured.
that's a good point. I don't think she's wrestled, yeah, since then. She's been on TV, but unless she's wrestled at like the live events, I don't know.
I mean, I
Um,
understand. I was reading up on why it was a triple threat. I was just like, why is Bailey not facing Io Sky? Like, it was a whole thing, big promo. I was like, why is it not a rematch? I still think it should have been a rematch, but we got a good match out of it.
yeah. Yeah,
And
I
it
think we
was
did.
13 minutes, 13-minute match.
Yeah.
Third match, Damian Priest defeated champion, defeated Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bro, that Jey Uso entrance, what the fuck?
Bro.
I was like, I'm ready to talk about this shit. That to me, that was like the best moment for me in that whole fucking PLE.
Yeah.
He came out with the crowd, lights are like kind of off, everybody with their phones out doing the yeet
Yeah.
shit. I was
Yeet.
like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, I'm talking about like they're setting this up to maybe hold the championship. I don't know. Dog. Like,
Maybe, yeah.
maybe he does. But just the fact that he's like for the whole fucking stadium, dog, just fucking. I was like, yeah, this is it, dog. This shit is it.
That show was
I
dope.
was, I was like, yeah. They even have like a whole fucking YouTube clip of it, and I was like, yeah, I know it was a good moment. It was one of
Yeah.
those moments.
Yeah.
Damian Priest comes out. You know, I'm a big, like supporter of Latino champions.
Yeah.
I just don't see Damian Priest as the fucking World Heavyweight Championship yet. Do y'all feel the same way, or am I tripping?
Um, I I might be a little biased because I saw him come up on NXT,
Yeah.
you know, in that 2019 sort of era. I think he's great. I think uh that WrestleMania moment with him cashing in, that
That was
shit
dope.
was
That was
that
dope.
was dope. That was
Yeah.
dope. And I think it's tough. It's it's tough because I guess this is where the work begins for him trying to prove himself. Not just like in storyline, but in real life, you know? Because a lot of people, I try not to like stay on the IWC too much for my own health. But I know people are talking about, oh, he doesn't even know what the briefcase does. He's never gonna cash in, all this stuff. And I think it leads into people not really believing in him as champ. So I don't know if I'm all the way there yet. I like him as a wrestler. I like him as a character. I like that he's champ, and I think that he still needs to prove himself, though, for sure.
What
So
about you, Julio? You feel like Damian Priest is the right man to be the champion?
I think what took away is how he got the championship, where it wasn't one of those things where like, oh yeah, we built up to this. There was this crazy fight with this guy, and then he managed to win. It was one of those things that was like, like I think we said when we brought that up because it's just like it was perfect timing. It was hilarious.
yeah,
It's the best way that for that to go down for Cody McIntyre. But like, yeah, I think it's just one of those things where maybe that took away from that because he is a great fighter. Like the South of Heaven is a super gnarly move.
yeah, same.
And then you take into consideration how tall he really is. So how far you're really traveling up in the air before, he just slams you down. Um, I don't know, like, and it's just cool to see some representation every so often, that and like, the nickname the fans have given him.
The bisexual Undertaker? I was like, what the
It's
fuck?
just
Bisexual.
hilarious.
Uh,
Um,
there's
I did want.
a lot of negatives on his on the IWC. I think I
Yeah,
found the answer, but I'll let you finish, Julio.
Yeah, but like, I did want Jay to win because he's like one of my favorites, and
yeah,
like it feels like he's fought for every belt, and the only
yeah.
one he's been able to get has been like the tag team. But he's fought everyone, and he's almost won. But then there was like Jimmy or like bloodline interference stopping him from
Some
achieving like,
bullshit.
Some
Yeah,
yeah.
bullshit, yeah. There's always some bullshit getting in
And
his
it's just
way.
like,
And this was bullshit too. Like there was
yeah,
bullshit in this match too. Like with the
and
Judgment
he,
Day.
he fought all of them. I was
yeah.
ready for Dom to pop up out of nowhere too. I was like, all right, we got this guy and this guy. Dom's missing.
Yeah, like it was too much
Yeah,
bullshit. I think to me, the only reason it's hard to believe in him being champion has to do with the fact that I kept forgetting that he was Money in the Bank because he was in a faction.
Yeah.
right.
And so the Judgment Day storyline was almost like bigger than him being Money in the Bank champion for a lot of time building up to
Yeah,
him cashing in. And if even him cashing in, it was after a CM Punk moment.
yeah.
And that's hard to follow, dog. Like
It's hard to
CM
follow.
Punk, he's injured and he fucks up Drew McIntyre. Like that's a CM Punk moment.
Blows his wife a kiss.
Yeah, that's a CM Punk moment where Damian Priest became champion. It wasn't like Damian Priest's moment. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Yeah.
It was a CM Punk moment. I think him winning was still the right move. I do believe Jey Uso is dope. I thought the match itself was cool. But you said it, Byron. This is where the real work starts happening because this is
yeah.
where he had to start. He starts defending it. He had to start proving himself. I still think that he needs to move away from the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
and be a champion on his own in order for him to become like this full heel, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe like kick Finn Balor and JD out and then have like real like because Finn Balor, dog, it's kind of hard to take him seriously as a number two because everybody deep inside knows that he should be like a number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you have somebody like that as part of your group, it's kind of like throws off the balance. Because there's some like sometimes I forget that like Damian Priest technically kind of is like almost a leader or it's Rhea. But then you also have Finn Balor there.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but if it was really established where Damian Priest is the leader of Judgment Day and he has like a tag team behind him, maybe it could work. I still think that that in itself is a little tricky thing. I mean, I trust Triple H. I think he would do fine. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see for sure.
I think
Yeah.
we're also forgetting that like the way the fight ended afterwards, but like he's just fighting within them, and it does feel like there's that like inner turmoil with stuff, and like
Mm.
JD trying to be helpful but just doing
Being a
everything
dumbass.
but helping. They're like
Yeah.
handle this, and he manages to fumble. He heard fumble this.
Just a ragdoll, fool. Just literally a
Yeah,
fucking ragdoll.
man is just taking punches,
Man.
and then like all he does is lose, and then you got my man's R-Truth that was forcing himself into
Yeah,
Judgment Day. They're like, we don't
literally
want you.
the R-Truth storyline was
Oh,
like we forget that he was Money in the Bank. Like we forget that
Yeah.
he is champion.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
it's all focused on Judgment Day shit.
Yeah.
And R-Truth, that's a fucking that's the man fool. That was a funny ass fool. So anything R-Truth is involved with, everything else becomes secondary.
Yeah.
So, but you're all right. That fucking R-Truth moment was pretty funny. It was pretty fucking funny, dog.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they do with this whole the tension, right? Because Judgment Day has had tension here and there for a long time now.
Yeah.
Especially last year when Damien first won the briefcase. It was like, oh, he's clashing with Finn. What's gonna happen? All right, they made up. We're cool now. And so I'm
Okay.
interested to see. I don't know where it's going, honestly, and that's kind of fun. But yeah, they've been teasing this sort of a breakup, maybe
Yeah.
for sure.
With Dom and Legado.
Yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, Dom has a break off, like he's doing his own thing. But fantasy booking before we move on. I
All
think
right.
this is where it goes. I think this is where it goes. This is my idea. Finn wins Money in the Bank. Damien holds title to SummerSlam. Full circle moment. Finn Balor wins the title at SummerSlam. Years after he won, but he had to relinquish it. Because Finn Balor he's a Triple H guy.
Yeah, yeah,
He was the first like NXT call out to like he literally was made in the draft. He was the first overall pick like years ago, which
yeah,
led him to be the champion for like a day.
yeah.
So I think that's where they break. I think they break up at this fucking upcoming pay-per-view. At King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. You might be right about that. Yeah. Because he
That
never
would be interesting.
lost. He
He never
never
lost it.
lost.
He
He
never
never
lost it.
lost it.
I was like, damn, that's crazy. But let's move on. Match number 4. Okay, that match was 16 minutes. Match number 4, 17 minutes. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargo defeated the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane
Kyrie saying, yeah.
to win the tag team champions, the women's tag team champions. It's another one of those, Byron, that you said, the inexperienced team,
Yeah.
because they're a fucking team that just kind of like formed, right?
Yeah.
Bianca Belair is already made. Jade Cargo is still, they consider what they call it green,
Yeah, still
right?
green, I guess. Yeah.
But overall, I thought that match was probably like the worst match of the night. Um, but the right people won. I think, in my opinion, the whole Kabuki Warriors and Control, that whole
Damage control,
storyline,
yeah.
Damage Control, I think that storyline is over. Like, I think that one ran its course. That faction ran its course. Now that Bailey, beat Io Sky for the title, obviously it would have been dope going back to it if they had a rematch.
A rematch, yeah.
But I don't know. I thought that match was it was dope. It was a good. There was not a single bad match. I just think out of the 5, that was like the worst match. Dope
Yeah.
finish though. Dope fucking finish. There was a lot of botches in that match.
Yeah, there were a few. I watched it back and just to make sure what I was seeing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not one of those fools. I don't really care about the botches as long as the presentation is dope.
Yeah.
I thought Jade Cargo doing like fucking flipping, what's her name? Kyrie
Oh,
Sane
Kyrie,
from
that at the end,
at the
yeah.
end was crazy. I was like, yo, what the fuck? She flipped her out
Damn.
just to hit her with the special. I was like, okay, yeah,
That
she's
was
the one.
dope. That was dope. Yeah.
She's the one.
Yeah.
But Julio, you got anything to say about that match? The ladies?
Yeah, I do think it was a bit more kind of forgettable, and it is kind of random, but it makes sense. The EST just kind of like getting back at them for all the the stuff they put them through, and Jade Cargill is definitely interesting to watch.
That's crazy.
Um,
It's just insane, fool. Like, cause she's just a fucking like, what do they call a specimen?
A
That's what
specimen.
the
Muscles on top of muscles.
the
yes,
masterpiece, fool. She's the
The
masterpiece in the
masterpiece,
women
bro.
form.
Yeah.
yeah, the stuff she does and like the people that she lifts and how she lifts them is just one of those things. It's like Jesus, she's scary.
No, it's
That's the
dope.
perfect word to say, dog. Scary. It is
Scary.
scary as fuck. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that it is kind of forgettable. It will be a forgettable match.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will be a forgettable title reign. I don't know. I don't know yet.
We'll see. They had, for being a sort of new tag team, they pulled out a couple of tag team moves that look sick.
They flipped on the rope. They caught her and they threw up in the air.
Yeah, yeah, that
That
was
was dope.
sick. That was
That
dope. So that's exciting for sure. Um, I think they're pretty, yeah, inexperienced but believable just because
Yeah,
they're both, like you said, specimens,
they're
muscles
both
on
both of
just
them.
like
muscles.
ESC.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
both
I feel
specimens.
like I feel like since they started working together or being a tag team, I feel like the EST has looked even like more like
Swollen.
yeah, like I saw her. I think I saw her when she walked in, and I forgot what she did. Like they showed her back, and it's just like
Yeah,
it.
Jacked,
it's
bro.
It
Just
look.
jacked.
It looks like yeah, like she looked shredded, and I'm like, damn, like yeah, this is this is a good influence on her. She's giving her the routine,
yeah, yeah,
especially when like Belair's like special is holding the person upright and like marching, just drop
yeah,
them. It's like yo, you need some strength there to like do
yeah,
that crazy maneuver.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but them being champion is a pro for both. It's a win for both because Jade, obviously, they're gonna push her to the moon. They're gonna
yeah,
fucking. She's young. They're gonna fucking push her to limits, even beyond Rhea Ripley. I believe that they're gonna push her even more than Rhea. But she's still green. But
yeah,
being a champion at this stage with Bianca is dope because she gets to travel with her. They get to do a bunch of stuff together. She's learning from the EST, no
yeah,
pun intended, right?
yeah,
She's learning from the best. Now for Bianca, it removes her a little bit from the main event scene,
Mm,
which allows for other with more women like Tiffany Stratton to go up and
yeah,
challenge. Because obviously, like Bianca could be, I think that's what they gave Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch a lot of shit is because they're always in the main event.
yeah,
Always the fucking ones fighting. They're always wrestling for the title. With Bianca is like when she finally gets to go back to the main event scene, it's gonna be after she wrestles Jade Cargill.
Mm,
And when they have their face off, right? Which I believe
yeah,
is going to be at WrestleMania and is going to be this big moment.
bro.
It's going to be this big fucking learning moment for Jade Cargill, Bianca. She deserves to win. She deserves to go over
Yeah.
and win the title, right? Because she's amazing. But at least for now, I think they're going to be a good tag team. I just, like Julio said, it was a forgettable match. It is a forgettable match.
Yeah, it's tough.
because of everything else happening. Because of everything else happening, not not for bad things. It's just like there's like all this other stuff going on, and like I think this is like their fourth or fifth like match together, or like that something happens and they end up fighting each other.
Mm. Yeah, you think maybe it's a little stale at this point, this particular matchup?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think one of the first matches Cargill had, she like came in to help out. I think the EST and Naomi or like
Yo,
Bianca, and then
yeah.
she ran in there
Yeah.
and just put them all in check like herself, just like brah,
Yeah.
brah, brah.
Well, didn't she pin Kyrie Sane at WrestleMania too?
Yeah, yeah, I think same finish.
So she pinned her
Yeah,
twice already.
been it twice, yeah.
But I guess, yeah. Damn, our fucking attention span is fucking short as fuck, fool. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
Um,
all in all, I
yeah,
think it was a good match. It was a good match.
it
I
was
just
Yeah,
good.
think it
it
was.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, if it was a trash match, we'll say that shit was trash. Like the
Yeah.
Jey Uso, Jimmy
yeah.
Usos, that was a trash ass fucking
Yeah.
match, fool.
It wasn't that level, not at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good match, but it was the most forgettable one out of the whole five. Now, the main event was almost 30 minutes. It was 27 minutes long. Cody Rhodes defending for the first time his WWE champion. They started calling it the undisputed WWE Championship now,
Yeah.
and not the WWE Universal Champion or
Championship,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck. Obviously, the lead. This is probably the only one I kind of followed. The lead up, AJ Styles won that tournament, right?
Yeah.
Looking yoked to the fucking max. They fucking did a whole like video of him of his new routine. He's in the ice bath, works out, fucking sauna, all that shit. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like this dude is fucking literally shoving shit up his veins for like, you know what I'm saying? Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes, like this dude is literally on some Hulk Hogan shit. Like this motherfucker, like
Oh,
fool, like you can see his veins. Like when the
yeah.
fuck can you see? Like you've never seen this dude. He's like in his 40s. Like you've
Not
never
like
seen,
that.
like,
Yeah, not like that.
like my boy, dog, my boy.
Let's
You
be
are.
for real for a
Let's be
second.
for real. And
He's
just like
juicing.
random, because he's the last one you expected to come back like that.
Yeah.
Randy, that one was surprising too, but not when I saw AJ Styles. When I seen AJ Styles a couple months ago when he came back, I was like, yo, what? Like, I don't know, my boy. Like, no, dog. Like, who you been calling?
That one
Fool?
looked natural.
Fool been chilling with Barry Bonds too long. But yeah,
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, bro. When AJ Styles came out, like they said it on commentary, but there's like a chant for the word phenomenal.
Yeah, they were chanting
So
that,
they were
yeah.
going fucking crazy for AJ Styles. I was like, bro, if I was AJ Styles, I would have started crying for like just to hear like everybody showing love just because your name is the phenomenal one,
The
like
phenomenal one. Yeah.
And it was a chant they kept repeating over and over and over and over again throughout the match. So like it was dope. Cody Rhodes obviously comes out, does his thing, still amazing, still the fucking man. And then one thing we forgot about the entrances is that like when Samantha Irving is doing the announcing, like when she's presenting,
Yeah.
like even the crowd is doing the presenting with her.
Yeah. They'll say every word.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's dope. That's dope
Yeah,
as
that
fuck.
was sick. That was sick.
That was dope as fuck. Actual match, I thought it was the best match of the night. I think so. I probably will say that. We started right, ended right. Let's say that.
Yeah.
It was dope. Obviously, he's not gonna lose. Good spots. A lot of good counters. A lot of good. It was a good. All in all, it was a good main event. It was a great main event. I called it was a great main event. Main event. I like how they didn't have AJ Styles hit the Styles Clash and have Cody Rhodes kick out.
Kick out, yeah.
I like how he did the 450 splash though. I think that was pretty dope because he doesn't
Yeah.
really do that anymore.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
So him landing that shit was dope. I thought the actual finish was amazing. The fucking top rope Cody Cutter.
That shit was.
But what about you, Byron? What was your fucking highlight of the match?
Yeah, I thought, it was. I think we all anticipated that this shit was gonna be great.
It'd be a banger.
Because these are two like professionals to the max. AJ has so much history all around the world. Cody, same thing. And I think the one thing I was like, they're both older, but it should be good. And they put on a great main event. I think we talked about it, Julio, that maybe it was a little slow at times. I think I can
Yeah,
probably forgive that because they are older. They're not gonna be running ropes all the time, like you
yeah,
know, jump leapfrogs and all that. Those like Irish whip spots. But I think it was great. The moves they busted out. I mean, it like seeing the old school stuff that Cody does, like the bionic elbow and that little thing where um, he like goes to the ground and he like slaps him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
fucking the drop shot uppercut, whatever they call it and shit.
yeah, yeah, the uppercut. Yeah. So I thought that was great. Like that. Great. It had that old school feel. You know what I mean? And it was cool to see. Like they're both just professionals to the max, like I said. So it was really fun to watch. The pacing felt appropriate, I think, too.
For a
Yeah.
30-minute match,
Yeah.
there will be some slow moments,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it made the match even more interesting. I think so. Because there are matches that are 30 minutes long and fucking 75% of it is slow. This was
Yeah.
like 25%, 75% of it was, and
It was
then
good. Yeah.
there was, yeah, because like from the 15-minute mark to like the 20-minute mark, it was kind of slow, but most of it was dope. What about you, Julio? What you think of the match?
yeah. I thought it was good. I mean, like the background is that Dusty trained AJ, and I'm still kind of confused as to like, wait, where did all this beef come from? And then it's like AJ is salty that like he feels that Cody got all this help and stuff to get where he's at. He didn't earn it himself. But then it's also one of those things where like, I mean, he left and came back a better man. And I think one of the things that I liked was that during SmackDown, AJ does like the whole like Stardust type of thing that Cody used to do. So at one point, Cody has AJ on the floor and he goes,
Oh yeah, he does the old Stardust. Yeah.
and like at first I thought it was like a joke on like the whole like AJ like glove thing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, it's a reference back to SmackDown. And I'm like, oh yeah, that he did like the like
The
to
Stardust
kind
shit?
of like tease him. So I thought that was like, I don't know. That's to me was kind of funny. He's like, yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
Stardust
definitely different stuff. Mhm.
before AJ Styles came, right? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I want to say this is like 2015, 2014 era.
yes. And
And
AJ
AJ
Styles came in
came,
right after he had left,
yeah,
right?
2016.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so that makes sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, that Stardust shit is fucking. I thought it was pretty funny. I laughed at it. I
Yeah.
was like, I was like, yeah, you're bringing that
That
shit
was,
back.
yeah, that was a cool
He's
callback.
like on the floor, like fighting for his life, and he's like, "Yeah, that's right."
I just think with Cody, he's gonna be a great champion. I just feel like a lot of his rivalries have always been like, "Oh, your dad trained me."
Mm,
It's
yeah.
because you're your dad. The
Yeah.
whole I finished the story shit, beautiful, great,
Yeah.
loved it.
Mhm.
That was dope. But Roman said it. Now AJ Styles said it. Other fools are like, yeah, I'm a product of Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Like how what I want to see something different now. Or like, oh,
Yeah.
or the you left while I was carrying the company. Now you want to come back. and did and all that shit. Like, okay, let's do something new now.
Yeah.
Let's do something new.
Mhm.
So, who knows? I don't know when it's gonna happen. I just don't. I don't see him being a baby face at the end of the year.
Hmm.
Y'all think so?
I think it would be good to have a little change up for sure. I
Because now
think,
he came back 2022, right?
yeah,
He's
yeah, two
been
years ago.
he's been a face for 2 years already. He's the champion now, face of the company. Yeah, I think at the end of the year might be time
It
to
might
kind
be
of like start
time.
flipping it. Might be time.
Yeah, and he's had great heel work, both in WWE and outside. So I think that comes naturally to him as well. And there's those like little moments in promos recently, especially since he's been champ, where you feel like a little bit of the edge on it,
Yeah.
just like a little bit of extra. And you're
There
like,
was a
oh,
moment in the match where he kind of like was a little show offish. I don't know. I can't.
yeah,
I wish
yeah, yeah,
I could pull it up right now. He like screams to the crowd, almost like he did like a little heel work. So
yeah,
it kind of like starting to allude to. I don't know. I might just be overthinking it, but you may never know. You don't know at this stage, dog.
yeah. It's
Because
tough.
Yeah,
he has the whole like going back to the boys shit. He has the whole what's his name? Highland? What the fuck is his name?
Homelander, yeah,
He has
Homelander.
the Homelander fucking that's his character.
yeah,
So and then the whole nightmare, like if you're the American nightmare, you have to be healed.
yeah,
That's the original, like
yeah,
was because that wasn't that like the original his original character when he was in the Indies. He was
yeah.
he
Pretty much, yeah. That was he was a heel at the time, yeah. And it's a pretty stark contrast to his dad's work. Because when his dad was the American Dream, it was all about like he really was, especially when he was like feuding with Ric Flair. He really was like the people's fighter, the people's wrestler,
son of a plumber.
son of a
Yeah,
plumber. He cut those. What was that? The Hard Times promo,
yeah.
that like famous promo talking about like the factory workers like not getting paid enough, but Ric Flair's here like on private jets and all that. So it's uh it's definitely a difference in how Cody is now, where it's kind of like he's kind of been given this platform a little bit because of his name, but he's also had to work for it. But I think he being a heel comes naturally. It looks like to Cody, so it'd be fun to see him be a heel again. I think for
Like
sure.
fuck everybody. Like I'm here.
Yeah,
Like I didn't need my dad. Like shit. Like
yeah,
I can't
some
wait
some
for him
shit
to.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I can't wait till the heel persona comes out. What about you, Julio? Do you feel like it's time for Cody Rhodes to turn heel, or should he ride out the whole babyface champion face of the company for a cool minute?
I think it is gonna happen, like maybe eventually. But like it's one of those things where like you hear him talk in the interviews and stuff, and like he just seems pleasant. Like you actually kind of want to hang out with the guy, like
Yeah.
the whole interview that they surprised him and Jay where like he's yelling "Yeet" and he's barking, and
When they're
his
drunk?
response,
Yeah, when they're
yeah,
drunk.
with the yeah, and they caught him off guard. They're like, "Yo, you got to do this interview," and neither one of them was expecting, so they're like,
Yeah, I
"Oh,
remember that
yo."
shit.
Oh,
Um, that and I think recently they asked him about like the Photoshop memes of him and like civil rights movement and
oh
stuff
my
like that.
God, yeah.
No, I
I
haven't
can't
seen
believe
this shit. What
I
the
can't
fuck?
believe they
And
asked
he
him that
respond
too.
yeah, and he
You gotta send
responded
me
in the
that shit,
most
dog.
like I'll look for it and I'll send it to you. But like he responded in the most like he's like, yo, I love that people took the time to do this. Like, his wife is black, his daughter is part black. It's like he feels appreciated that people are taking him into consideration for that. That the black community is showing him affection for placing him in these certain things. But he did it in a way where it's like, he's seen it and he's laughed at them. Like I I know for a fact he's been like, babe, look, look, look. They put the
I've
cat
been
they put the
photoshopped this
cat
shit.
take this is me next to him, okay. And like it's ridiculous, but it's one of those things where like I feel like it's that thing where he's proud of like where he's kind of come from. He doesn't deny it. He's like, oh, I'm not a nepo baby. I've earned my place here.
Yeah.
But I think in another like type of like interview or something, they were talking about like a promo for one of the other shows. They're like, yeah, like it was like tough for him because his dad was who his dad was, and his dad would be busy doing that, but wouldn't really spending much time with him. And I can see it being one of those things where he's trying to like chisel his own like persona, like move past this is where I come from to like this is me, and it being one of those things that maybe like him getting all that, he's like, no, I'm past that, and then they'll give him someone who's not going to see him as Dusty's kid, but as his own like person, and that's what's going to be like the main fight, and then maybe that might be like how he eventually loses his like belt,
Hmm.
He's gonna lose to Walter though.
It's no, it's actually this guy who's on pre NXT. He's
Oh,
his
don't tell
name is
me. Don't
he's
tell
just
me.
make I don't even know. I'm just making something up right now as I'm
Oh,
going
okay,
on.
okay.
He's actually still in high school. He hasn't even graduated. He's like a
No,
sophomore,
I thought you were gonna say
and they're
somebody
building up
like
for like little Jimmy to come up.
I thought you were gonna say like Seth Rollins or somebody like from that
Hmm.
era. Like,
No,
nah,
I'm like
fool,
I'm making
no.
someone up right now.
Seth Rollins is gonna be gone for a minute. Same with
Yeah.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he now that he finished his family story, now it is time to start building his own story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think it would be Walter. I think they'll give it to LA Knight. He deserves the title. He deserves the title, man.
Yeah.
I just don't
Hmm.
know how long Cody's gonna be champion.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think it's gonna be as long as Roman.
It's tough with these babyface runs because so much of it is the chase, you know?
yeah, but
Mhm.
what
So
happens after? Like, there's
yeah.
no
So you gotta really
be creative.
yeah. Yeah. And it's tough. Like I can't think of uh like if I was a writer for WWE, I don't know where to take it from here with Cody. But um
Is you know why it's hard? Is because they built up Roman for three. He was champion for 3.5 years. They did the whole Cody finish your story for 2 years.
yeah.
If you really think about it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So like, where is the person they're building up now? Now that he's in SmackDown, who's that person that they're building up to be the next champion? And I don't know. Like I don't I is the only one I could see is LA Knight.
LA Knight, maybe.
Or John Cena, dog, fucking 17th title,
17
SummerSlam,
times?
retires on
Damn.
the next day on Monday, dog. Loses the title to Walter, dog. Gets like, or Gunther, gets
Gunther.
like triple power bombed. Fool, John Cena gets sentenced to retirement, dog. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
17th champion, because Cody Rhodes did say he wanted to face John Cena one time.
Yeah, I think if it has to happen,
Super
it
Cena versus Super Cody.
I think whatever it is, however Cody loses the belt, it has to be like that. I think it has to be such a shock that we're like we don't even we can't even
Mhm.
process what happened. Whether that's like a Money in the Bank cash in,
I think
which
that's the only way. I think that
that's
is the only
yeah,
way.
or like
That
some random night on SmackDown, It's something. It has to be like that. I think. I mean,
it
it's
can't be a
not.
clean. It can't be clean. It has to be dirty, dog.
If
At this point, I don't see nobody beating him clean. That's why.
clean, yeah, no, that's tough. The only way, man, it's tough. It's tough.
Sikoa?
But Sikoa, maybe.
Nah,
Hey,
he's too.
now he's starting to. He has a win for the first time in I don't know how long. He's won a wrestling match.
I don't think
So
Solo is there yet.
no, no,
The only
probably not.
ones I do see being main event status is Jey Uso's and is SmackDown, right? I forgot where he got drafted to.
He's in Raw right now. Yeah.
The only one I see is LA Knight. LA
LA
Knight.
Knight. Yeah. I think
I mean,
another option maybe would be Randy. Maybe, but we'd have to see how this whole Kevin Owens thing plays out with him.
so I do believe Cody Rhodes will face LA Knight next.
Hmm.
I still don't think he loses.
Hmm.
He won't lose at Clash of the Castle. If he's gonna lose, it has to be at SummerSlam and he gets to cash in. That's the only way I see him losing.
Yeah.
And then his whole mission is to get the championship back, but he goes crazy. And that's where the heel
Yeah.
turn.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, it was my story. Like, you took my story away. And it was like,
I
no,
think-
but you're paranoid, homie. Like, you're going crazy.
Sounded like Drew from
And
a
then
few
he-
months back.
and then he turns into fucking Homelander, dog. And then he goes on a rampage. Because
Yeah.
in Raw, for like, is Damian, Drew. I mean, obviously, we gotta still see where Gunther comes into the picture.
Gunther.
And obviously, like, when the big homie fucking CM Punk gets healthy,
CM Punk, bro.
we still gotta. It's sad, dog, because like we love all these wrestlers, dog, but
I
they're
know.
not CM Punk. They're not CM Punk. They're not.
They're not. It's
They're not
something
CM
about
Punk.
that, man.
Something about that motherfucker, dog. It's just like he could be 47, 48 years old, dog, like half broken, but he will put asses to seats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think we did a good breakdown of Backlash. We have another one in 2 weeks. Clash of the
That's right.
Castle. I'm
Yeah.
fucking King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, King and Queen of the Ring, yeah.
How long we been doing this for? Like hour 45, maybe 2 hours. If we did one for WrestleMania, it would have taken like 2 episodes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We had
I
done.
rewatched it, and it's one of those things where I'm like, yo, like, I don't know if we're gonna cover all of this. Two-parter.
We have to build it up. I was like, we can't do WrestleMania and do Backlash. We have to just let it be, do his own thing. It was amazing, whatever.
Yeah.
It was cool, but other than that, you fools got any final words, Julio, about Backlash?
I mean, I feel like it was a good watch. Like, if I had to tell anybody you have to watch one fight, it would be like that. I don't know. To me, it was like that first one. Like, it's just so chaotic, and like, I like the super chaotic fights, although sometimes it can be a little bit too much. Where like, there's all like those rumbles where it's like everyone's like first one out loses. Like the women's one, like that recently happened for the championship was like the first time that I've been like slightly overwhelmed. I'm like, I don't know where to look. Like everywhere I look, they're just like just trying to destroy each other.
Yeah.
Chaotic, yes. That's the perfect way to describe that match. Chaotic, yes.
Chaotic.
And not even on some punning, like, because of KO shit, like, but it was chaotic. What about you, Byron? Any last words of Backlash?
I think it was a great way to keep the momentum going for sure. I think they did exactly what they needed to do. It was interesting, like you mentioned, that there was like where the rematches, because it's Backlash. It's like the backlash to what happened in WrestleMania, and there was like no rematches aside from maybe the Kabuki Warriors match, if you could count it that.
And then even like a couple years ago, didn't they change the name to WrestleMania Backlash?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, that was what I was expecting.
But I think they did good, and I think, like that momentum is continuing. It's not stopping, and King of the Ring is gonna be great. It's always great when they have it. That tournament has like a lot of history, obviously, and it's just really entertaining. So it's gonna be exciting. I think they did a good job overall.
King of the Ring, May 25th, right?
I believe so, yeah. Damn, only a few weeks, yeah.
Before we give our guesses, what do you what final thoughts on Backlash? Othree?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was solid, dog. I thought it was solid. It was. I did come in burnt out,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but it helped me put a lot of questions. Like it helped me answer a lot of questions. Like, what about Cody's story now that he's finished? Like, is he gonna
Yeah.
be boring now? I
Mm.
had questions about like where the bloodline. I was not expecting Tongaloa. I thought my brother was like, yo, another one of those fools debuted. I was like, fool, don't tell me it was fucking Jacob Fatu. He's like, who's that? It's like Umaga's son. He's like, nah, it's some other fool. I'm not gonna spoil it. You should go watch it. And I seen that Tongaloa, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I was like, oh shit, we're going there, dog. Like we're
We're
going
going
with the
there.
fucking Tongan fools and shit. Like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Um, other than that, all the other matches, I just had to read up a little bit on it.
Yeah.
I knew that the Jey Uso he had won that. What was it, a fatal 4-way or something like that, a triple
Yeah, it was
threat?
a yeah, fatal four way, yeah.
I just didn't know where Damian Priest was at. So
Mhm.
overall, it was solid. But it got me excited for King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
And I think since it's such a fucking short time away from now, there's not gonna be too much of a build up in terms of certain things. I just feel like maybe that's where a lot of the rematches we will see.
Mm,
Maybe.
maybe,
I don't know. I haven't seen the card and shit. So but we'll talk about it. We'll make a group chat or something
yeah.
and we'll continue the conversations. Obviously, I discussed with Julio some names of what we could call this little wrestling fucking group.
Mm,
But other than that, welcome to Platicas, Byron. Like I said, if you ever want to do a fucking one-on-one personal interview to talk about your life and your career, we could do that. Always open. Julio, same to you, dog. If you want to continue our college conversation, reminisce on some good
Let me know.
times, talk about some real fucking real work. We'll get that shit cracking. But yeah, it was dope. It was dope having a conversation. Thank you both of y'all taking your Sunday night to do this with me. It will be up on YouTube at some point in the future. And yeah. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. I see y'all when I see y'all. Don't forget to love yourself today, all right? Adios.
Oh, and don't forget, who do you guys think is winning King and Queen?
Oh,
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 little little
I
predictions.
don't fucking know. I don't know the card.
Not just like like random guess, because I have my choices. I just want to hear what
Mm,
you guys think.
LA Knight. LA Knight, that easy. And then for the women, I might just be Tiffy, dog. Like at this point, this one it might just be Tiffany. She's getting a good reaction from the crowd. Oh, you know what? It's gonna be Nia Jax, dog. Never mind. It's gonna be Nia Jax.
mm.
Hmm.
I can see them pulling the trigger on Nia Jax for sure. I think my pick is probably Io Sky for the women's, but I can see them not giving it to her because she just came off a championship reign. And Nia Jax, surprisingly, to me, has been killing it in since her return. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of hers before then, especially with like she'd injure other wrestlers like unintentionally. She was pretty green still, but I think she's doing her role perfectly since coming back. So I could see that. For the men's, yeah, it might be LA Knight. Maybe LA Knight versus Gunther for the final.
Ooh,
We haven't seen Gunther since he lost,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he's
right?
set to face. Yeah, yeah.
Like he's been on camera, but he hasn't fought. Like he hasn't wrestled.
He
Yeah.
hasn't had a match. I think I forgot who he's facing in that like first round for this tournament. I think it might be like I think it's Sheamus actually. Yeah, Gunther versus Sheamus
Yeah.
first round. That's gonna be a banger for sure.
May
Yeah.
25th.
May 25th. Yeah.
We might have to do a pre-show like we had originally planned.
Hmm.
Get
Yeah.
our
With the
predictions
card.
out of the way. Watch the show, then do
Yeah.
the rest of the pod episode after. But
Yeah.
Julio, your predictions?
Yeah, I think we all agree that Baby Ellie Knight has a big shot. But who I think might win for women's, I have this feeling just because she's on fire right now, Liv Morgan.
You know what? As after I said Nia Jax and Brian started talking, I was like, "Hey, I forgot about Liv because she did have
She's on
that
her
whole
revenge
angle.
tour.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had that revenge. She injured Rhea. She does have that heat. She does have that fire. Lit up under her fucking
Yeah.
whatever they fucking that fucking term they use and shit. She has a rocket under her. Like what? I don't even fucking. Is this like a saying that they say?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
Some
She's got
fucking
fire
weird
in her
shit.
belly right now.
Yeah, whatever the fuck
Whatever it is, yeah.
whatever that fucking saying is. But yeah, Liv Morgan. Yeah, you know what? I'll take my answer back. I would say
That's a good, yeah,
Liv
actually.
Morgan and LA Knight sound like two solid picks.
I feel like Tiffany is gonna be there. She's gonna do okay. I do feel like Nia Jax is gonna be there, but I do really feel like Nia Jax does need a win. She's been great. Like what's she, the unstoppable force?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
shit.
She's
These
a
weird
menace.
ass terms,
She's a
dog.
massive woman.
These fucking weird ass terms and names that they give people and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, those are our predictions. But yeah, we'll just end it like that. I already said my ending speech. But I'll just remind everybody, don't forget love so today, right? Adios.
Stepping out the door with some fresh 90s, the old whites, the drips nice. Yeah, I'm icy, but I don't wear eyes. Still a fool that looks fly. Got my button down on, let's get lost in the